Good evening, distinguished board members, Superintendent Trinell, and the greater Santa Rosa community. My name is Gabriel Albavera, and I'm the proud principal at Elsie Allen High School. This is my 4th year as Elsie Allen High School's principal, and it is my honor to inform all of you of the great work that we are doing here at Elsie Allen High School. Let me go ahead and start presenting the slide deck. Briefly go over the agenda for today. We will go over our staff overview and see how we are serving our students and families. We'll also go over our student demographics, our district LCAP goals and SPSA goals, as well as our cycle of inquiry and what we are doing this year. We will also be looking at our stakeholder engagement, site-specific initiatives, and finally, going over some reflections and learning. At Elsie Allen High School, we have a total of 56 teaching staff members, 5 counselors, 1 college and career counselor and 1 sole counselor, 13 certificated bilingual staff members, that's 25% of our staff is bilingual, 21 classified staff members, 15 of those staff members are bilingual, that's 71% of our classified staff members being bilingual, 2 family engagement facilitators, 1 restorative response specialist, 5 custodial staff members, 4 are bilingual, 2 in Spanish, and 2 Tigrinya. Migrant and support, 2 bilingual members. Mini-Corps, 1 bilingual staff member, 4 administrators, for a total of 90 staff members. That's a total bilingual staff on site of 29, which means 32% of our total staff is bilingual, which supports our Spanish-speaking and bilingual students here at Elsie Allen High School. Our student demographics break down like this: 263 students are 9th graders, 275 are 10th graders, 293 are 11th graders, and 240 are 12th graders. Here is a breakdown of our ethnic demographics. As you can tell by our demographics, our largest group is Latinx with 82.5, white with 8.2, and then Asian with 4.7. For our number 1 SPSA goal, which again is to educators provide student-centered teaching and learning opportunities that leads to equitable outcomes for students' personal and academic successes. Elsie Allen High School is working towards this goal by integrating professional learning communities and standards-based instruction into our collaborative curriculum process. We also are using Step Up to Writing across the curriculum to support our students' writing. We utilize professional development resources such as Dr. Kaylin Tucker and consultant Cheryl Kreibel to work with teachers on improving instruction in literacy and inquiry. We are also using MAP testing 3 times a year to assess students' growth over the course of the school year. Elsie Allen High School is also working with our district office in order to create a new course to fulfill our Ethnic Studies graduation requirement. Ethnic Studies English 1 and 1H will debut for the next school year, 22-23. We believe that Ethnic Studies should not be a standalone course. It should be embedded within the extension required courses. 2 of our English teachers have been working hard with the district committee in writing the courses and choosing the curriculum. Both are eager to begin the new courses next year. From our design team's voice, we have heard about the need for bilingual A3G courses. We are working with Director Edoijas Llamas, Director Debbie Cardozo, and Director Tim Leonardo to make sure that we have tied all loose ends so that course offerings can begin for the 22-23 school year. For SRCS LCAP Goal 2, the Elsie Allen High School design team is one of those entities that is really taking shape here on our campus, along with CCLA, Cesar Chavez Language Academy. And they worked hard to embrace cultural, linguistic, and familial wealth through the new school model that includes the addition of bilingual courses, ethnic study courses, and college and career pathways. Elsie Allen High School has been a leader in restorative justice work among Sonoma County schools. Some teachers are trained in restorative circles and relationship building. We also have a full-time restorative justice coordinator on campus and 2 family engagement facilitators that support parents and students while in high school and during their post-secondary educational careers. Elsie Allen High School is working with our district office in order to create a new course to fulfill Ethnic Studies graduation. For LCAP Goal 3, professional development, we've trained 85% of our staff members as of October 2021 in Step Up to Writing. Vice Principal Raffo offers the training to new staff members as needed. Dr. Kaylin Tucker has also worked with our teachers on campus to incorporate blended learning into the curriculum. Elsie Allen educators take pride in their professional learning communities and the collaborative environment of all here at Elsie High School. PLCs meet once per week to plan lessons, compare assessment data, and discuss ways to improve student learning, something that is important to our staff. We have 3 SPSA goals. We make sure to gather information on those goals, on what we need to do. We plan on how to support our need, then we plan on how to support our needs. We get evidence, we work through it, we learn from the evidence. Has it made a difference? And then what is our reflection on this work? And is it having a positive effect on student learning? Goal number 1, again, develop teacher efficacy through PLC collaborative inquiry to regularly review data, plan, teach, and look at student work and lesson studies. Increase rigor, relevance, and equity in instructional resources, and deliver strategies by developing a strong and consistent feedback cycle around standard-based instruction. Feedback cycle around standards-based instruction. Best practice. Using MAP assessments, test all students in English and Math 3 times a year to measure students' academic growth over time. And exploring the revision of the Bell schedule, looking at opportunities for all students to make up failed classes, increase CTE pathway completers, increase students completing SELA by literacy, increase the numbers of students taking advanced placement exams, support college and career readiness goals, provide English and Math support classes for struggling students, prepare for CASP tests, and receive social emotional learning support. For Goal 2, Elsie High School has put out the Youth Truth Survey to get information on the number of parents and students who participated in various programs. Use the social media sources, Instagram, Facebook, LCL High School website, and Snapchat to connect with community and get feedback from stakeholders. The creation of a specific parent education focusing on resources for parents, how a parent can support an LCL High School student, provide information regarding college and career, and how to provide and receive support. Create and implement a comprehensive college and career plan. The college and career program may need additional materials, supplies, staff support, and monies for field trips. Goal 3, implementation of Step Up to Writing site-wide, collaboration, provide targeted professional development opportunities as appropriate, and again, Dr. Caitlin Tucker with Blended Learning are some of a few of the things that we've supported our staff with. Now to take a little gander at our Youth Truth analysis. For metric Goal 1, again, we use the DNF list, year over year, college and career readiness indicator, dual enrollment, 11th grade SBAC scores, Youth Truth indicators, state of biliteracy, and AVID data. As you can see here, the 2 areas that we looked at, academic challenge, the summary measure describes the degree to which students feel that they are challenged by their coursework and teachers. As you can see within the data, it seems to be a little drop off for the 2022 data prior to the 2021. In the second data point, college and career readiness, the summary measure describes the degree to which students feel equipped to pursue college and career courses. It looks like across the board with our student population, there is an increase, including our white students as well as our Latinx students. Next data points we used were the same as before, but also we've included the degree to which students perceive themselves as engaged with their school and their education, and also the culture, the degree to which students believe that their school fosters a culture of respect and fairness. With those data points, we use the metrics of surveys from parent meetings and staff meetings, college and career readiness indicator, Youth Truth indicator, panorama survey data, AVID data, as well as ELEC meeting and school site council feedback. That's what we use for our metrics. As you can see with the engagement, it has increased a little bit from the 2021 year to 2022 for all of our subgroups, as well as for culture. It looks like it dropped a little bit in Latinx, our white students, as well as our total student population. So even though most students do feel that there's a culture of respect and fairness, it has dropped considerably from the previous year. Our final data point that we looked at for data analysis, Goal 3, again, surveys from staff meetings, Youth Truth indicator, ELAC meetings, and school site council feedback. And this is how the staff gets meaningful feedback, have opportunities to grow professionally, and feel supported in their work. With our Latinx teaching population, there's a bit of an increase. and there is a bit of a decrease with our white teaching population. Overall, it's a little bit of a decrease from the 2021 school year. And looking at the analysis, we see that there's quite a number of things that we need to improve on, which is relationships and engagement. But our highest scores are in college and career culture. And that's something that came from the feedback from our students. In our stakeholder engagement, the past couple of years, we've tried to improve our ways of communication to our stakeholders. We have our morning bulletins, emails to staff. The usage of Parent Square for parents has been extremely helpful due to the translation component. And even YouTube videos that we've used have increased the lines of communication between our stakeholders and us. This communication creates and maintains support for students. It gathers information for our school, and it keeps us aware of information that needs to be shared. I would like to say that since Parent Square came into our school district, it's almost double our connection with our parents. Our Spanish-speaking community really enjoys getting messages not only from me and from other administrators, but also from their students' teachers. Some initiatives that were taken upon this school year at Elsie High School. Again, professional learning communities is something that we've been working on for a number of years, and they're continuing to grow. The focus of our PLCs is that we work as a team, advancing student learning, meet and collaborate on a regular basis, promote the spirit of collaboration, inquiry, and reflection, and analyze student work and student data. As administrators, we intentionally support PLC meetings, provide school-wide guidance on how to effectively facilitate, monitor the effectiveness of each PLC, and offer PD opportunities that focus on PLC trainings so our educators can know how to participate in a team. Another initiative that we've been working on is our mission and vision this school year, and we've posted that up. You can see an example of the posters that we have. We came together with the whole staff to refine the work, and it's been done over the summer. Our staff came up with a statement that provided our site with an overview of where we wanted to go and what we needed to be. Our vision and mission statements establish a clear expectation and standards for the whole school community and help the school reach common goals. We've had stakeholder input not only from staff, but also students, parents, and community, as well as industry partners. Flows are our student learning outcomes. Again, brought together by this group of fine educators. We met for over a year to come up with these goals. And again, getting input from students, parents, community, and industry partners to specify the cognitive, personal, and interpersonal competencies that students should possess when they graduate from Elsie High School. We also have been discussing about a 7-period day. This is our 7-period day committee that we have. Again, all towards making sure that our students have the opportunity to have equitable education as other students within our district. Our goal and focus was to make sure that we were student-centric for student success. We did our best to avoid personal reasoning, to look at the big picture. And again, do our students have access to courses throughout their high school career? We did our best to try to align it with CCLA, which is our charter school within our district, and also made sure that we got input from students, parents, and staff, as well as our industry partners. World House. World House, again, we want to continue the work that our students have been getting, especially our newcomer students at CCLA. The focus of World House is to support newcomers in English while integrating into a new country, new culture, and a new educational system. The World House model is set up to support students who have been in the U.S. for 0 to 2 years. It's dependent on the dual immersion courses being offered in Spanish to support the newly arrived immigrant students whose primary language is Spanish, and to receive core instruction in their native language while also receiving target support through the newcomer English, newcomer academic language development, as well as other core subjects. Dual language high school. Around the same time that we began discussions on how to support our dual language students coming from Cesar Chavez Language Academy, we started to think of what we can offer those students once they got to Elsie High School. What type of program could we create that no other school in the county, or possibly north of the Golden Gate, has? That is where the idea of offering bilingual academic classes was born. We figured that offering bilingual A through G courses for not only our dual language students, but also our newcomers, would have a positive impact on all students. For our dual language students, Starting in 9th grade, it would give them the option of taking, for example, a Math 1 course in either a traditional English class or take it in a bilingual classroom setting with newcomer students, thus enhancing our bilingual students' Spanish vocabulary. It seemed like it was an idea long overdue for our students. This type of option would and could make us a dual language high school and also support World House, which is already established at Cesar Chavez Language Academy. The vision of the New School Model project is to redesign the educational experience to ensure integrated, relevant, and career-connected learning opportunities that are at the core of secondary school models in order to more equitably and holistically prepare youth for future success in college, career, and life. Again, this work has not only been done on our site, but also with the design team. You'll hear more about that when the design team does their presentation. The design crew. As you can see, this is the list of students from Elsie High School and staff members that are part of the design crew. The design crew came together to grow equity with creativity, seek to understand the deeper needs of the community, and collaborate to develop a K-12 dual immersion pipeline from Cesar Chavez Language Academy to Elsie High School, enhance and expand support for newcomer students with dual immersion courses that they can take that supports graduation requirements, and enhance and expand CTE, Career Technical Education offerings at Elsie High School. And again, you'll hear a little bit more about that from the design team. So what does it all look like? Something like this. It's kind of like, looks like a little bit of a flow chart, but more importantly, it's all under the umbrella of Elsie High School. Some reflections and learnings. What do we need to improve on? Attendance. Our attendance overall has begun to steadily improve, but we're still not where we want to be. Truancy. Doing our best to prevent truancy, informing parents early about truancy issues with their student, and begin partnering with parents to support them on making sure that students are attending school consistently. Parent engagement. Finding new ways to communicate with parents and also finding ways to make it easier for parents to get involved with their child's education. More support for struggling students. Offering tutoring. There's always parents who ask about tutoring for their child. We've set aside some funds in our SPSA specifically for that purpose, and especially since the end of the pandemic. Some celebrations that we have, again, all this within the past year and a half. Consistent professional learning communities, map testing, measuring academic progress from our students, graduate profile work, mission and vision, student learning outcomes, design team, new school model, World House, bilingual classes, and 7-period day. All things that we're very proud of. Here we have a few snapshots from our site. At the top left corner, you see the beautiful mural that's inside our library, honoring Latinx leaders here from Sonoma County. Below that, there's another one of our murals that honors Elsie Allen, as well as the cultures and languages of students that have attended our school. Next to that is the staff team that played dodgeball against the seniors in our rally. Above that is our science class taking a break to take a picture as they were on the Lamp Path field trip. And finally, here's a video of our band playing at our soccer game, blending music with culture as they played at our annual Southwest Clásico boys soccer game versus RUP. The tune is called El Sonidito, and as you will be able to see here, Mr. Johnson's children dancing away. Well, that pretty much covers it. I would like to thank all you for giving me the opportunity to share with all of you the wonderful things that we're doing here at Elsie High School. Good night.